Welcome back, Ultimate Frisbee players. We're very excited to get started again, and I'm sure you have too. It's been a long time. But we want to do things safely, so we need a bit of help buying in on making sure everything is done properly. First couple of things we have to do is make sure that you're healthy. You're having a fever or a cough and you're not feeling sick. You haven't been around anyone who has COVID, or you haven't been out of the country. So every week you need to just sign off to make sure that you're passing the checklist. Also, we need to keep a log of all our players so we know who plays every week. If something does happen, we'll know who was there that week. So captains keep a log every week of what players are playing. Important things are things like hygiene. Wash your hands before the game. Wash your hands between the points. Use sanitizers. And take care of yourself. That's the most important. If you cough, cough into your arm. Don't touch your hands, face, or mouth. Just basic hygiene that we've been talking about, or public health is talking about for a long time. These are so important. Captains, at the start of the game, come to center, just stay 6 feet apart, talk about COVID, make sure everyone's playing by the same rules and you're happy with each other. How things are going. There's no handshakes, there's no fist bumps, there's no congratulations. We got to minimize contact as much as we can, and it starts right there. Bring hand sanitizers, clean your hands. Team captains, we need to make sure you only have 12 players on your team this year. So you need to fill out your roster and have it up to date with an email or a phone number. So we do have information for all our players. Everyone must sign a waiver this year. We need to make sure that everyone knows there's a bit of risk and that they feel safe playing. So make sure everyone does sign a waiver, and there's a waiver copy in here as well as online. Subs, we're not allowed to bring any subs in outside of the 12 people we have on our roster. We need to make sure we have less than 50 players playing in their bubble, and they need to be on the roster. Sideline benches, make sure you're spread out 2 meters at all times. When you're coming to the game, when you're sitting on the sidelines, when you're on the field, keep your 2 foot distance, 6 foot distance. That's the most important thing we can do. We don't have any room for spectators, so please leave your spectators at home. We have to keep under the amount of people. When you arrive, don't come more than 15 minutes before your game, and when the game's over, please depart as quickly as you can. Okay? A couple of rules for Ultimate this year. Disc space. So instead of having a disc space when you're marking someone, this year we need to go 2 meters back. So just take 2 steps back and let them have the 2 meter distance. To put a little more pressure on them, we're going to reduce it to 8 stalls instead of 10 because they're going to have a little less time. But to avoid any talking at the start, we're going to do silent stalls at the start. So to start a stall out, all you do is just wave your arms once. You're counting 1, 2, 3 in your mind up to 5. Once you hit 5, then you can call stall 6, stall 7, stall 8. Then the disc is down. Okay, so just the last 3 stalls, we're actually going to vocally say something. To start it out, you wave your hands, and if you want to use your fingers when you're counting, you can just do stall 6, stall 7, stall 8. Okay. We also, when you're bringing the disc to instead of checking the disc to someone, just tap it on the ground. Just one last piece of contact just helps us as we go along. Come with 2 to 3 game discs each team. That way we can keep switching them out or keep sanitizing the disc between each game. You must keep 2 meters distance start of the game, during the game as much as possible, and after the game as well. That's one of the most important things we can do. If someone else's disc comes onto your field, let them run over and go pick it up. Don't be throwing it back to them, just to minimize contact. This year we're not going to have any team prizes. We're playing for the fun of the game, the great sportsmanship. We're not going to have team pictures, and we're not going to be using the Perpetual card. But please still support your bars. They need your help more than ever. We're just trying to keep things simple this year and minimize contact between people as much as we can. But this is now where we need your buy-in. We need your help. We've put all these things in order, and we need you guys to buy into what we're doing. So please, captains, go online, get your rosters up to date, get your waivers signed, make sure everyone's healthy and happy every game, and we're going to have a fun season. Looking forward to seeing you guys on the field soon. See you soon.